What's up, YouTube? Today we're looking at some East Coast Knuckles Knocks. We are very quickly going to run through some weights. This is the aluminum spike screaming monkey. It is around 3. This is the brass. It is 10. This is the formerly known as the Bulldog. Now it is the Jack Ruby. It was also the Jack Ruby before. I kind of used both. And then this is the aluminum 3. And then we're going to go ahead and weigh the Iron Cast Patent Boxer from EKC, ECK, East Coast Knuckles. This is going to be a little bit over 3. Must be the paddle style, making them very heavy. And then we have the padded Knocks, padded screaming monkeys. It's heavy. All right. So I want to say first and foremost, oh man, and this thing is still doing that. Huh. Well, so I didn't pay for this, and I just want to be upfront. I didn't pay for this. I think it was just dropped in as a gift. I do have a good amount of their stuff, so I feel like, that's nice of them to keep, a mental tally of, it kind of reminds me of like the knife sites. You get like little points if you obsessively buy knives. That's like most of the people watching this channel. So these are awesome. And this is very cool. And I'm not diminishing what it is. I just can't. Oh my God, it made it worse. All right, we're not going to do it. We won't do that. We're just going to let it be. My review isn't going to change because of a token of their affections. You know what I mean? That's just not the case. It's not like it's Survive Knives getting me a ton of merch to basically overlook the fact that they're robbing everybody. That's not what's up. And in fact, East Coast Knuckles has an excellent reputation. So I know it's not that. What it is I don't know what it is. Sometimes I didn't, I could have finished that, but it was just like, man, I lost my train of thought for a second, and then I don't know where I was going. They just gave me a little something. It's fine. It's not going to affect this review because these are great. And I would have to lie and be negative to lie in this review. I will say that these are super duper polished. This is a look of the unpolished. I don't know if they offer this polish simply because it would be kind of hard to polish some of it. So this will eventually look like this. Right now, this is so, I'm going to hide my face a little. This is so, look at this. You can see my reflection. So these are super duper shiny. These are nearly identical to this. As you can see, there's just a little tiny bit of difference. We've got here, these are more oval. They kept the ovals, although they do look more uniform. And then they went with 2 circular finger stalls, which may or may not be historically accurate. I'm not sure about that. They've also thinned out the top a little bit, at least on this. They might all be a little different because they're cast, so there is that. But I'm assuming that they're good representations. That's what I'm assuming. And they went ahead and kind of brought these more to points, which, makes sense. Which one do I absolutely like more? I don't know. If you have a small hand, though, I would recommend these. I like these because they get swallowed up in my hand. I would say between a large and an extra large. I do blow out large motorcycle gloves eventually. My fingers aren't super long though. And then this is so light, like relative speaking to its size, that I'm like, I gotta play with this off camera. I haven't played with this at all. I'm still kind of shocked. You've got the Billy Trident. Billy Trident, if you don't know, been making and selling arms for some time now. Probably, from my understanding of the man, and he's a man of mystery, so I could be wrong. I would say probably, just from what I'm hearing, I've heard him say, I know that he was basically in Vietnam, but not like for the government or in the government. So that would put him around 20 in the 60s. So you're looking at probably, or however that range would work, and he still, I would put him on the youngest of whatever that would work out to. But that is about 30, 40, 50 some years of doing it, you know? So the guy he knows a lot, and the level of quality of his work. I'll link his Instagram below, maybe if I remember, or not. Hopefully I remember. The quality of his work is just like profoundly good. The attention to detail is always impeccable. He cares a lot. He's not, I mean, you know what I mean? He's doing it is the best that he can in ways that, it's crazy. I was just thinking about this other day. It's a weird thing to think about. But maybe it's like the GEC people, like if Bill Howard dies, what happens? Once their Billy Trident is gone, I don't know who's going to carry the torch, because he's also kind of a character. He seems like a funny guy. Anyway. Hopefully I can get him on the channel. We will see. I don't really know, but hopefully. As far as this stuff that I have right here in front of me, I've slowed down on buying Knucks just because I have a bunch of them. There are a bunch of makers that are new. Not a bunch, but there's a handful who I haven't got anything yet, just because I started a new job recently. Got these two kind of as like being, for being good, a good little boy and not spending money when I shouldn't be spending money. So, yeah, I mean, I really couldn't be happier with these things. And I'm not going to be able to fit these other guys because they're big. Thank you for this, East Coast Knuckles, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. What is this picking up? Oh, never mind. That's some oregano. Actually, no joke, is some kind of spice. But the bottom line is, they're killer pieces. East Coast Knuckles knocking out the higher numbers and making it so people like me can afford super, super cool stuff. It's, I really do believe, I was listening to something by Scab the other day. It was him and the dude, Google this if you didn't see it. It was him with the guy from Very Good Knife Company, and Scab had said, I think that we're at the start of a golden age for cutlery. I think we're already in that age. And I think that although we missed like what was an initial first wave of impact weapons being made, or at least like a wave of people joining those that have been doing it forever, I think that we're rolling into the next wave. So things are going to be good. We're eating good, so to speak. I know that if you're looking to buy stuff right now, do it. Christmas is coming up first and foremost, but beyond that, a lot of the makers are having trouble selling stuff because the economy isn't great. It turns out having a senile old man run the country wasn't what the economy needed, and we're kind of not doing so great on that front. So they've got the lead times are down from what I've seen, and the prices don't seem to have gone up. They seem to be pretty, I would say, fair. You have to realize I collect these things. I'm kind of weird in that way that I'm like, ooh, look at all this stuff. Look at all this history. But for me, knives and knucks are a little different because for me, the knucks stick around. The knives also been sticking around. I stopped thinning out the GEC collection. I sold a decent amount of knives, not a bunch of knives, but I needed to also thin out the GEC collection more. So there's that. But the knucks stick around, and there are pieces, although I have moved some along, although I've not sold any. I know that you can sell them. Be careful that you don't get scammed. But I give them away usually, honestly, to friends, to people that I want to be armed. That, if somebody were to roll up on us hanging out, like somebody on my team would pull out some badass knucks and bust somebody's face wide open, you know what I mean? Get the party started. So it's a little bit different. The permanence for these things for me, and also they're easy to store. I've got a bunch that's fit into a DOP kit, basically. But anyway, I've just slowed down. But I picked up these guys because East Coast Knuckles is affordable. They're pretty convenient, being you can get like a bunch of the cool designs from them. Super easy to work with. Right now you're looking at, well, I didn't pay full price for all these because I got some of them in the secondary. But at full price, you're looking at $300, $450, $560, $670, I would say, worth of metal, more or less. But I got deep discounts on some of these because I got them on the secondary. I also like, it's the quality of this stuff with Billy Trident's name on it and stuff. It's not a joke. Like, it's not something where, first of all, it's literally his maker's mark, but you can tell, like, the quality is there. Oh, there we go. And it's good to see other parts of the line get a tune-up. Do I think that this... I like this one. I still like this one more, but... I like that it's pointier. These are a little bit... because they'll just be easier to rake and strike and stuff. And I don't know. I would think, though, that this circle is probably more accurate. I don't know, though, because, like, if you want to research into knucks, you end up in these old catalogs. Because, these things were these patterns are a little bit arbitrary until actual factories and stuff started making them. Anyway. So if you're looking to pick up some knucks, these are, first of all, if these were to be your first knucks, these in particular, you'd be doing real great. Like, these are super nice in the hand. I bet this is bigger than an inch. I'm not going to measure it, though, because it would take a long time, and I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I just like the originals a little bit more. Like I said, this is probably more accurate. I don't know. I'll look, though. I'll look after. I'll put it up in the community post if I find something. I mean, these are like, they feel so different than these. These are in brass, by the way. Between the brass and the cast iron, so the cast iron has the weight for sure. Actually, I'm not sure about that. They're different. They are different though. These are stronger, but these feel rougher, which is not that big of a deal. Like, but these have a real nice feel. The brass, I think it's hard to beat the brass. These feel so light. I mean, when I first pulled this out of the box, it took a second for my brain to realize that indeed these were what, it was like a dream almost. Okay, so listen, I bring up a lot, oh, former Marine. If you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you. But a lot of former military people, we have these dreams where we are trying to use a gun and the gun doesn't work. I don't know if the gun is jammed. I don't know if it's been disabled and it's out of battery. If you know what that is, look it up. Or somebody's take the pin out, or it's out of ammo. I don't know. But I know I have that dream a lot. Maybe spin a little bit, but I usually, it's one I've had many, 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 many times. It's like a reoccurring thing. And it just, this kind of, I had like deja vu to those moments because I was like, what? You know what I mean? And that's something that I sometimes notice in my dreams when I pick up a piece, is that the gat is often weightless. And then I'm like, oh, wait, like, guns aren't weightless? Like, am I in a dream? And then it doesn't work. But luckily, they've started working in my night terrors. So actually, in the years, in the last couple years, I've been able to defend myself in my dreams with firearms, and that has made them go exponentially better and more in my favor. So that's a positive. Anyway. I mean, this is like $80. And I think this is 50. And then look what he sent me. Look what I got sent me. Look at this. And dude, this all polished up is so nice. Oh, and it's one of the ones that isn't for cigars. Nice. I like this thinner. This is going to be the second one I have. I'll be back. I know, guys. I know. It's never really optimal to walk away while filming. So I've already got one, and what I do like about it, well, what I like about this one, it says ECK USA, which is kind of the old school the way of stamping, but I like that they have a little bit of heft and weight, but they're way less than say this. So it's like a happy medium almost. But yeah, so listen, as far as my opinion really counts for anything, you've seen with your own eyes. I did some measurements of mostly weights. This would be great for big hands. This is going to be great for big hands. If you have small hands, I would check out the Jack Ruby. Boxers, I have, like I'm saying, I have XL this way, but I think I have large fingers. I don't know why that's the case, but these are okay for me. I would probably let them ride the crest or just below. These are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are okay for me. I would probably let them ride the crest or just below. These are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. I feel like, I don't know why is that that's the case, but these are super, super dope. You know, I don't know if these actually would punch through a brick wall, but if I had more than one, maybe I would try. But probably not, because I don't like to ruin things for no reason. I blacked these out. I'll probably shine them up. I've been doing that, going through and shining everything up. So yeah, that's about all she wrote for this one. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. Hope you folks have a good rest of your day. Bye now.